Side of top 8 winners also has at least one Sonya Blade. Let's see how this stuff goes.
I have been told a lot of things, David, since the game has come out, and I've been lied to since the game has come out.
Absolutely. So Tekken Master does go to Sonya. I like this. Oh, and by the way, it's a no-holds-barred Sonya. It's not just the ring master. I guess it's not really a mirror match then. You know, maybe.
The tools are still there. Great use of the direction, by the way, for Bruno to get from 0 to 100 real quick across that screen against this unchanged Sonya zoning. How does a character go down a tier list when the tools don't change, David? I don't get
That's
it.
what I'm talking about. Okay, can she kill you in 2 combos? Not well. Sometimes I guess we saw Dizzy do that in top 16.
That's what we're talking about. In the corner we are, and this is Bruno. It goes the wake up fatal blow. That disrespect. That's how we get a top 8 started here.
The character still has so much going for her. Space control's there, the mix-ups are there, footsies are there, movement's there. It's just everything is still there, except not quite as much damage.
If you guys watch top 16,
by the way, still pretty good damage.
Had a very similar start to a match against Striker. Very good Aaron Black player. That fell just before this top 8. He was losing that first round until a raw fatal blow came out of nowhere, and he set the tone of the match and ran away with it from there. Will that happen here as well, to where it looked like Bruno was in control until that raw fatal blow hits, and then Tekken Master just hits that comfort zone.
Oh wow, what a tech! Not easy to keep your eye on a throw like that after you're dealing with so much zoning. Right back to the zoning. That's exactly what Tekken Master wants to be doing right here. You can see it. 2 very different styles of the same character. Yeah, it's a big chance. Okay, yep, takes the 2 bars. Oh my god!
Oh, wait a minute, all kinds of mix-ups come in. He is utilizing different Sonya jumping from used to see it as well. Changing things up, throwing us something different.
Okay, ring.
Had there, wait a minute.
Okay, had to get out instantly. No, it didn't work, and not, well, that probably is enough. No, it's not, hold on a second. Oh, wow. Tekken Master could have just killed outright and instead went for.
He had his moments in both of those rounds. Just had to be a little more patient there. Round number 1, wait out that raw fatal blow. Would have had the round there. And he had some great offense going in that second round that Tekken Master I don't think has seen. He was utilizing different jump-ins, different staggers, and a different variation altogether that's not popular amongst the competitive community. Very jump heavy.
And by the way, you can see a very different style now from Mr. Bruno. We saw him trying to go in a lot before. Now he's the one who's just controlling the screen with his projectiles. It's not Ringmaster, but she's still got those great projectiles.
As long as you have the health lead, that projectile, I mean, in the mirror, it's still going to be the same grounded. But Tekken Master, 2 massive reads here, and cashes out with the aerial onion ring crushing blow. Is going to steal that round, and all of that off of some perfectly timed jump-ins on the zoning, making the quick adjustments to the adjustments of Bruno there.
Here for Tekken Master, he's going right in this time. It's not backing off for the zoning. No, he's in there now, trying to make it happen.
Whipping the Jean-Claude roundhouse in his face, and Bruno's gonna get the crushing blow and give him the breathing room to maneuver out of this corner.
Tekken Master trying to hold that screen. Bruno knows he can't just play the zoning game now. He's got to get in and deal some real damage at this point.
Doesn't have the cancel on that ring. There's plus some mind games there, and Tekken Master's just used that negativity. Come up for the throw, just needs one more hit here, and takes game number 2, and we have entered top 8, David.
Game. He tried going in. Neither one has worked out so far. I'm just really impressed by Tekken Master's timing on a lot of these zoning tools, picking exactly the right spots, even going in sometimes. It's not all. Wow. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That was a huge chance for Bruno.
No, you're right. It's just been quick adjustments by Tekken Master. Every time Bruno tries to do something different, once Tekken Master sees it one time, he goes, okay, you're going to do that. I've got an option for that. Now with a health lead here, will he back off and go projectile heavy? No, got aggressive. So that was another counter change that we saw from the last game, right? To where with the health lead, he tried to play it slower. I think he's want to keep his foot on the gas pedal here.
Really controlling that spot again. Mr. Bruno really trying to find a way to walk in, and it's just not that easy. Maybe you have to wait until she doesn't have the meter burn anymore. There's, at that point, just the high. But Tekken Master has done a great job at evading stuff. Even trading for Tekken Master at this point is A-okay. Oh yeah, keeping it slow. He goes in with the blow. Oh my god! Can you imagine playing for 60 seconds? He's out there for 60 seconds, zoning, playing away, no risks at all. All of a sudden, dash in, straight up low into fatal blow. What a risk.
I mean,
like that dude went from 0 to 800 miles an hour.
just threw it, just did it, and it was that kind of decision that got him the first round, that set the tempo of the match, and it's got him on a match point here. I like that Bruno's utilizing these different jump-ins that might be harder to anti. Oh my goodness, shades of the flash, by the way, with those multi-kicks.
Right, yeah. Oh, very nice
right here.
Positioning goes in. Yes, okay, Mr. Bruno, great pressure in that corner.
Finally gets something going here, and it was the offense, David. Getting on top of Tekken Master, staying on him. Those awkward jump-ins. And Tekken Master gets them wrong in some of these daggers.
Oh, he's really going in now. Okay, yeah, okay.
Not believing on the first two, and then after the first two work, you're like, okay, he's definitely gonna block this third one. Then you don't believe.
Oh, he went low. No cancel. These guys are. Oh my god! Genius by Mr. Bruno right there.
On
Pressure. Oh, they have the same idea. Back one. Here we go. No meter.
There's no meter on the street. Oh my goodness! We saw one by Dizzy do like 570 earlier. There is still Das Boot at the end, and there is going to be a little bit of life for Tekken Master here.
Oh!
Can Bruno get on the board? Tried the aerial onion ring. Misses the jump kick.
Even Chip the problem. Oh, yes. Down.
Final moment. Anything can happen, guys. And just lucky he's able to get that match. Here we go. Game number 4.
Tekken Master starting it off again in the same kind of way. Carmen, Sonya, Diego right there. Yeah, oh, it wasn't in time. And you can see whoever has the life lead forces the opponent to move. Which means that if you have the life lead, you are definitely not switching away from this strategy right here. You know, there's no reason to do that if it's working out.
That's right. And there are no interactables to, try to find that quick way in. Just looking for those jumps, and this is just spacing right now, David, if I'm being honest with you. Oh! It was Tekken Master that stayed out of the jump range the entire time, which is unlike when Bruno was trying to be zone heavy, if you remember correctly, put himself where he did a couple of onion rings in jump distance that Tekken Master was able to cash in on.
Oh yeah, here we go. Tekken Master's found his spot on screen. Jump, okay, a little advantage, yes. Oh, here's Bruno. Too patient maybe was Bruno right there. Tekken Master has gone into these situations. He threatened. Oh yeah, he threatened. Really going now. The low! Oh no, a little error there, wanted to dash.
All of that conditioning off the back one to do overhead 9 times in a row. The low finally paying out there for Tekken Master. The throw. One hit away is Tekken Master here. From sealing his fate on the winner's side into the finals. Bruno. Can he get the ship?
Can't get touch. Can't get touch. Oh!
Dropping the meteor in from the sky, and Tekken Master moving along on the winner's side. He came to do.
Player to put in this kind of situation, I think it's him. So let's see. Of course, for Dizzy, it's gonna be
no pressure whatsoever,
again.
by the way. None.
Oh, starting it off great. Probably gonna take off these 2 defensive meters. Yep, they're out of here.
Whoa!
He goes for the overhead from very rarely seen. Well, by the way, we've already seen 2 hops out of the Brazilian players. Oh no, yeah, we did. So maybe they are bringing that meta in a little bit more than other players across the world tend to.
David, with the insurgence of Terminator, short hops have changed the game. Since one is a crushing blow, we kind of want to do it a little more.
I hear you. Yeah, it was like a reminder from NRS, like, hey guys, they're in here. They're in here. Remember. No. Oh, boy, that was a risk.
All he needs is one more hit right now. Has to survive the onslaught. Needs to get it before the breaker comes. He's gonna come off, and it's gonna be enough. Just needs to chip on his point.
It's a big risk. Oh my god. If KillerXinok had just gone, I mean, if he had gone into the back forward 4, he could have just killed. He didn't think he needed to, I think.
Gutted him. And even there, just jumping at Sonya Blade is a risk with that down 1. There it is.
Yeah, very. I don't care how crusty those toenails are. That is a great anti-air.
That is, energy is hitting it. Not a person, energy.
Right.
Is anti-airing you. Oh, the sweet
anyway, just a cool 400 damage, no big deal.
Casual wake up 112 in the face of Sonya Blade as well. That is some cojones right there out of KillerXinok.
Again, ready with the anti-air with Dizzy.
I say so far, slow down a little bit on the jump-ins. Keep that grounded game.
Oh, got him! This is huge now. There's no breakaway. Oh, yeah. Goes right in. It's not going to kill here, but one more mix-up. Now, unfortunately, Baraka does not get a mix-up after this, so he may have to just zone it out. Let's see what he goes for.
Oh, he killed! Oh, my goodness!
I honestly...
The first up 1-0.
Well, anyway, we move on. Oh, I love that back one. The down one has been a range where he's anti-airing, and KillerXinok knows to evade that spot. So back one has more coverage in terms of the area it can anti-air. Great pick by Dizzy.
Yeah, really good stuff. Because KillerXinok showed exactly that, where he's jumping to where down one's out of range. He just did it again.
It's super smart. What a play right now by KillerXinok. Yeah, gets it going.
I actually just remembered one of the last times that we saw Shinnok on display. Do you remember Twitch Rivals, where he was dominating a lot of the top players, by the way?
I do. I do remember that.
KillerXinok looked like a startup of a forward four, just not enough startup frames. And probably got underneath at the end of the day.
Yeah, it does have a good spot where it anti-airs, but I think that might have been a bit too close for it.
Whoa!
In there. Oh, and this time he does not do the 2 at the end of it. He's done it each time. These little mix-ups here from KillerXinok, I'm super impressed by. Hello, that's a side switch.
Yeah, and the side switch. Smart stuff there by Dizzy. And he does not want to be anywhere near this damage-dealing monster that is Baraka. And that's what he showed us. And picking his time to go offensive perfectly, because he knows that KillerXinok right there, 9 times out of 10 right now isn't blocking, looking for the jump-ins, looking for the empty jumps, looking for the forward fours, looking for something, and Dizzy is gonna take game number 2. And it's those adjustments, I think. I think KillerXinok has shown how he's gonna approach.
Down one range when you're jumping. Try to pay attention to where the fireballs are. Look for her jumps. Maybe it's more of a zoning style here. Let's see. No, in the face. But yeah, if there's anybody's adaptations you gotta call out so far, it's Dizzy's for sure. Yep, a little bit of difference on that side too.
Oh, hello!
Wow.
That was a win-win for Dizzy, if I'm being honest with you. He ate the jump in, and again, that only works, and it only works if you don't do the combo that you just gave yourself with the jump in. Like, Dizzy's already like, oh, I got hit. Let me just press this button real quick while I'm getting hit. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, I got the crushing blow. Oh, okay.
Oh, very unfortunate that the 1-1 did not connect. Man, I'd love to see more of these Mamma Mia option selects coming out of KillerXinok. You know, putting yourself in -7 at 4-4-4 each time is, you know, not that bad, but not great.
Yeah, not
too far.
In the
not
face.
Not punished on the whip either.
Not great when you're -7 in the face of a 50-50 character.
Yeah, exactly. Like somebody like, and not just the character, but the mix-ups Dizzy has had have been very impressive too. Trying to control a little bit. Nope, not quite there. She does have a faster projectile than Baraka. Just a couple frames, but it's there. And now the slow approach begins. See the spot where Dizzy's hanging on? It's not only in a spot where it's difficult for Baraka to zone on reaction, it's also a spot where, oh, please put it no!
That could cost him everything. Comes with the
oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Oh
David?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fight.
Sometimes it works out.
Out of nowhere.
A little late on the down 2. Dizzy takes advantage of it.
There were 2 times in that zoning war where Shinnok had the right decision to finally come off his bar, and he's going to be winning that zoning battle as long as he gets those amplified. What a pickup off of that!
Amazing pickup, to be honest.
Absolutely ridiculous. But he got hit out of the amplified projectile every single time. Therefore, he didn't maintain, you know, that healthy that he wanted.
Oh, got him! Yes. This is huge right now.
Oh, we're bleeding, baby.
Yep, spends it absolutely right. Well, not quite there. I think he wanted to try to head that off the path.
He didn't really call him out for it by having something active. What a block!
No, please
Did he get the
punish
punish this
yes!
time? And that should be the game for KillerXinok, but no! This faces it! If that costs him, this is gonna be a nightmare!
Oh my god. Two times
breathe.
that game, it
breathe.
should have just been a sealed deal for KillerXinok. Oh, and he barely made it out each time.
Jeez, I just
am imagining how the crowd must have reacted to that. Oh, wow.
Gone crazy.
Nice. Oh, bye-bye defensive bars, yeah.
Yep, later. We'll see you in the next episode of Mortal Kombat 11.
Ah, that overload. There have been lows in that situation quite a bit. Knocked right back.
Wait, that's just low profile? The mid of that onion ring, by the way?
Oh yeah, with down 4, yeah.
Yep, okay.
Maybe for the win here.
Oh, the damage. And match point right now. David, match point for a Brazilian to be in grand finals of Brazil Game Show. Or sorry, not grand finals, winners finals. Woo! Let me take a step back.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm having a heart attack, guys. Remember that. I am having a heart attack.
Oh, chance no. I love that Dizzy recognized that it was whipping there. He did not continue the strain.
Very something about that low.
It's really safety first gameplay right now. Oh my god! 1-1 whip.
From so far away, gets the plus block and the jumping, gets Dizzy off the defensive bar, and now you can right in there right now. He's gonna see.
By the way, all this started by blowing up that jump kick with the flawless block up 2. Oh, right in there and then directly into the fatal blow. That's gonna do it. KillerXinok moves into Winners Finals.
3-1 over DizzyTT.
Be involved.
Oh.
And looks like we're ready to go. All right, so it's the characters we expected. Searing Rage, Scorp, we got Warlock, Shang. No big surprise on that one. Starting things off, all right. Instantly comes the break.
Forcing it immediately. Expecting to hop on the offense here. Trying to keep it safe. Nice.
Up for it.
Nice swing out. Yep. Right when he was negative.
Threatening with that forward.
Looks very knowledgeable. Did KCD in his last matches. Just looked like a very knowledgeable Shang, and this is going to be an interesting matchup. This is a character that you know, this is that archetype of zoner versus that anti-zoner that we talked about. But Scorpion has developed quite nicely here post-patch of not relying on just the anti-zoning, right? It's not about the fear of the teleport. He's got just a great stagger game and great spacing game, great normals, and damage.
Punish. What great knowledge and awareness right there. The exceptional pressuring. Okay, just a down one underneath. Really both pressing buttons underneath here, trying to find something. Oh, that's a hit for sure, yes.
No commitment off that back three from KCD. You know, does have the low, does have the overhead with a massive gap in it. Do these two play enough? I don't know.
That actually did not say punish.
That is something that Shang players are gonna test you with, right? Is if you know how to deal with that overhead, and he's shown that he hasn't just the first time around. So he may keep that in his pocket for a once in a while use, or throw it at him and just to see if he even knows that there's a gap to punish.
Wow, pressing buttons. Lovely stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you guys, Brazilians are pretty good at these flawless blocks on jump kicks. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No doubt. Shang, oh wow, super late for that. Hoping to see a commitment. A very smart combo choice by GuiExceptional. He's still keeping it safe. Oh, here we go. Nope. Well, really would have been tough to take it from that.
Oh, unfortunate that the forward 2 wasn't active right there and able to get up with the buttons. There's GuiExceptional. To full screen we go. And always worry that teleport. Never throw out something instantly.
Yeah, clearly the threat of teleport here's a big thing. Oh, no, we didn't block the low.
I didn't even think that he thought that he was at like a range where he had to respect something, and that lasted the spear so far.
That's the thing about that string, right? There is a spot where if the first hit whiffs, you don't really know if you're gonna get overheaded or load next. You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit of a funky spot.
Woo! Shang Tsung still gonna pump out some damage here. Opted for a forward 3 knockdown right there. Pretty interesting choice.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Oh, he did it!
KCD now running away with this.
Plus frames.
Oh!
Got
him! So,
KCD does go in. He does.
Absolutely ready high. You can crash it. I know it's scary when those ground eruptions are there. But also, you know, you have to think about what else he's doing off the back three. He's blown him up on him multiple times.
1-0, Shang Tsung. Yeah. Coming in. Lovely right there. Ooh, he even down one. That was super smart right there. Okay. Man, this guy's playing at a high level.
Ooh, just from
trying
that
to come back
4-3
in.
to
Trying to
space.
find something here. It's steering rage.
There
Yes,
we go.
Here's a big chance.
Got the hit confirmed. What's going to get off it? Unbreakable 300.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, able to just come in there and seal it. I really like the patience that GuiExceptional showed. Yeah, he did take it to air teleport once, but other than that, he just sort of walking in, ready to find his spot.
Yeah, he's kept it relatively grounded.
Taking up space. You know, super important for Shang to do that sometimes. You can't just always be away. Wow, all right.
It had to come eventually, right?
Advantage. That's, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Beautiful interrupt, but it was so good he didn't know what to do off of it. And we've all been there.
Yeah, he was like, wow,
that,
this is
actually,
actually
hit? What do you mean?
Right back into the corner, please.
Meanwhile, Guy off all of these
did
hits, getting so much damage, cashing out on every little thing that he can.
Cool. Things that I've only seen a couple of times from the tippity toppest level players in North America as well. Advantage, yeah, and respected. Yeah, speaking of respect right there, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can really tell that KCD wants to stay away, but sometimes he knows he needs to go in, and this is that time.
Got caught slipping there, but did have that defensive part to back him up, and it looked like he had he had the reaction, but he had already hit a button that he was recovering from right there. Super unfortunate. He's trying to come forward for it this time. He ready for it, and that is a punish. 476
How did that happen?
damage.
476 just
He's
like
gone.
that?
He's dead, David. Dead.
Oh, bad.
Round 2, fight.
Shang has a lot going for him, but the damage that he can put out is rarely like that. Sits him on the low. I like that. He'd taken some time there to put out the corpse drop. There was no punish available, but he just had a lot of advantage for him. Slowly whittling away. Oh, in the sky.
Beautiful stagger to 2-1, which is still +2, I believe, on block. Just a beautiful little string to stagger with. No profile on that jump kick with down 4. Ready for the block,
cancel.
but I think he's still feeling that out to try to interrupt. If he even knows that, it's going to be the punish. No belief, though.
He didn't expect. Yeah, he didn't think it was still going to hit. I think he thought that the recovery frames are already over.
Oh, that time did have the belief, and GuiExceptional turning this entire thing around. 4 straight rounds in a row.
I did not notice.
I believe he went with seeing double here.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing double, which is just a safety powerhouse of good, decent, unbreakable damage. It's basically a lot of quality of life. Noob Saibot is seeing double to me, where you are gonna get the reward.
Yeah.
Of the other 2 variations, but you're gonna have the safety, decent damage, constant building of great crushing blow.
Yeah, and like pretty strong mid-range stuff. I mean, I think that's probably what. Nice punish there. He waited properly. I think that's the style that KCD seems to like. You know, if you're the guy who plays Shang and then you go to this Noob, I think you are that kind of mid-range player. That's what you want.
Yeah, 100%. A beautiful whiff punish there, and he has built, I'd say, 5 or 6 of the clones of the crushing blow requirement.
What a block!
And now he has
he properly waited for the punish. Super good.
Fight.
What do we
This
got?
is a great spot to be, too. He can stagger you to death, and he's had great anti-airs, but not the string that's going to pick up off of that anti-air, it looks like. It's dropped twice in a row, and that is just footsies. Spacing 101 right there. Wow.
Down 4, huh? Oh, maybe a tech. Going in, nothing else though.
That 1-2-1 Noob Saibot has been a nightmare of players since day number 1.
Whoa.
I noticed that, David, a lot of people make neutral jump reads with kicks, and they're hard to convert off of, where if they make that same read with a 2 or a 1, you get the full combo.
Exactly. Escape failed. Oh, he didn't expect the corner, huh? How about that?
Put that in your hand.
But that's big against Noob, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen. That down 2 gonna give him a match point here for Guy.
Fight.
Does himself in the corner.
This is
where
where
seeing double
lined up.
Can be really dangerous. He does have the launchers in the corner here. Does have
important tech right there. That was gonna be 310.
And he's somewhere around the crushing blow of the shadows.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to keep track of that, but he's somewhere around there. I agree.
I know.
Oh my God! Again.
That's all they do.
Oh, he's trying. He's watching.
That's just definitely wild down two right there. I think GuiExceptional looking for the anti-air again.
Game going on right now, and GuiExceptional knows that. He's ready for all these techs. Probably not what he wanted.
Did you see him shimmy about 14 times out of poke range?
Yeah.
Just trying to get him to press a button, and then he pressed a really good one in down 4.
Escape failed. Relevant against Scorpion as well.
Oh
no, he goes in. That's probably gonna do it.
3-1 over KCD, and with Scorpion, this is now. Correct me if I'm wrong, and we were there, and I still don't remember.
Okay.
Was there a Scorpion in top 8 of DreamHack Montreal, or was it top 16? Back one's a mid now. I forgot. He's not the same. He's actually been enhanced a little bit. But here we go. Getting started quick here. Whoa! That crushing blow so late.
Yeah, it really did.
That had to be the last active frame of that throw.
Expected to be thrown into the corner. Instead, it's out. It doesn't really matter for Geras. He's always next to you anyway. Oh!
If you noticed, David, Konqueror, Brazilian player, did flawless block that jump in. Just didn't have to.
Yes, he did.
But it was there. And this is the character that I'd say that's the most prolific to do against. With just how many ways...
Yeah, I mean, it's super important, right? Oh, no! And this is real... Oh, he actually will have 2 bars. Yes, he gets out of here. And it's spent! It's spent! The fatal blow blows it up.
This is probably not going to be the kill, but hey, this is going to put you on life alert with no breakaway. If he can get this final hit, we'll send us into the next round with no defensive bar for Conqueror here. Coming in from downtown.
Oh, what a read right there to get that from Eternal.
To put things in perspective for you guys, you block something that's plus on block, and your instinct is to let go of block. That is a...
Yeah, you really have to be well practiced in that. There's no doubt. Oh, love the walk forward first right there. A little unorthodox in the timing, and that's why it worked. Great damage, of course. Yeah, you can really see it. Eternal's just playing all the games he wants to. He's in there. Escape failed twice. Now, that doesn't mean crushing blow against Geras, but you can see that each time Eternal is getting the mix-up right.
Yeah,
even defensively, he's understanding all these mix-ups.
Either way, it's an indicator that you done messed up. And no hit confirmation there by Eternal on the 4-2-1, but still going to be enough with the healthy that he had to secure game number 1. And
he blocked against the low, right? I mean, he guessed right almost every time on all sides of the game. And it's pretty tough to win if you're not guessing right every time.
You can say that again for the people louder in the back, David, sometimes.
Oh no!
This game does involve a little bit of making the hard reads, making the required needs on your opponent.
Well, that's kind of what I love about it. And there's a big bet,
And there you see the bet not paying off, but look at the reward that you get for one right here, off of the back three. Now you got the health lead. Now you put your opponent in the corner. It's time to go to work, baby. But jumps himself into the corner. That's a no-no. That's a day one no-no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
He's got Geras pro loop
back into the corner? What?
It's breakfast time, baby.
Stealing turns everywhere.
His post 4-2-1-2 game is so scary. What a pickup! I would have dropped that. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would not have known what button there to press to actually pick up him being that low. That was so smart. That was by Konqueror on the fly. Didn't know what to do. I would have done dash up.
Punished actually.
I would have done dash up down 2. It would have whiffed, and I would have died.
Yeah. Right there, down 1. Yeah, lovely stuff. Now still a big chance. Dashes forward into it.
These guys are some serious.
Will he cash out? Cash out, yeah.
Serious long-time Mortal Kombat players.
Dude, I love that we're seeing so many hops from the South American players. It's so cool.
That's gonna be close. One more hit, and it was as if that first game just didn't happen, David. Konqueror just ran him over. And that is the mix-up, but also the great reads, those table, okay? That's what conversions are about.
Easier said than done, but yeah, the ones who can do it are some of the best. There it is. Yep. Got him. No confirm, unfortunately. Just had the string. Whoa! There was no high press. Very unusual.
I think that it was like too long of a shimmy to where he even kind of mixed himself up there.
Yeah. So Konqueror has all the offense, it seems. Oh my god, just when I spoke, there was just a jump out and Konqueror didn't do anything about it.
Wake up, Frog Splash. This ring came into the ring as Rob Van Dam. Awkward hitbox interaction right there, and perfect calculation on the kill too. That's twice that Konqueror has calculated a chip kill perfectly with that shoulder.
I love that he went for that overhead there after having seen so many down ones. Seeing a lot of crouching from his opponent there as well. Got him. Not quite.
Oh, wait, resets. We got resets, baby. We may be in Brazil, but we got American resets. Let's go.
Right. No punish there either. Too big jump. There it is.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Yeah, always does big damage. Lovely. This time it does pay off.
Classic Toasty in the background, and uh-oh. Get him off that breakaway. Still 261 damage through it all. Eternal does have the resources to shut him out. This comeback gets the raw, unsafe, forward 1+3. Okay.
Whoa. It's not supposed to work like that, Aquaman. Whoa.
That is a true yeet.
Yeah, 100%.
We're only going to be tied in health here, by the way. That was not a game-winning yeet. There is still one more yeet to come.
Oh, yeah. You can see Eternal doesn't want anything to do with that blue boy. Oh, got him! Yes, yes, yes.
That backdash.
Those 6-frame down one.
Fight.
I can't believe he did a raw forward 1+3. I'm still kind of.
Yo, I'm right. Yeah, I know. Oh, no cancel. Okay, well. Yep, currently 2-1 Konqueror, taking that first loss against Geras, but then the last 2 games have looked super strong for his club.
Gets a frog splash there.
Oh, only down 1.
Didn't believe there, but hey, gets it off the back 3.
Oh, he could probably still cashes out on it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Match point Konqueror. And look at everything. It's everything he wants right now. Positioning, meter.
His turn.
That breakaway's coming awfully quick, though. To stay in the corner, ready for the throw. Just got to get the quick reversal up the position. People are always looking out for that, guys. You have to keep that in mind.
We're starting to see bigger and bigger bets out of Eternal, I think, as this set goes on.
As this health dwindles, I think we're going to see even more to come here. You got the
yeah,
guess on the stagger.
Sense that he sort of has a sense that he needs to make something happen. You can definitely tell. Into Lovely tech.
With that being said, Konqueror's defense has been immaculate. 2 tech throws.
Yeah, we turned to block the first overhead in the full set, and then
round.
since then, every single one has worked. The up 2 did not come out. That's not invincible, friend.
It got stand 1. Oh my god. It got
stand 1.
That means that the frog splash was so deep that it recovered instantaneously. That I've never seen that actually happen.
What?
And we talked about he's gonna bet bigger here.
We talked about it. Yep. We talked about how the dice rolls were getting higher and higher, and then he just went for the maximum. Down
Just
1
do it.
fatal blow.
When your life is on the line, just do it, and that's no overextension.
Oh. Big
We've all been there.
Right there.
Big hesitation. You just want to apply some kind of... You guys did it. Great stuff.
Ooh, we're already into it, huh? Okay, so this will be DizzyTT versus GuiExceptional. DizzyTT was in winner's side to start this top 8. Lost to KillerXinok. Now it's up to GuiExceptional, who I was super impressed by in the last set versus KCD.
Yeah, the Scorpion play. He's not one of those guys that likes to overextend with the character, nor does he have to.
Right.
The only time we saw, you know, a master
didn't expect it to hit.
God, look at the cash out. Oh,
Look at the damage, 445. And then a jump out, but actually not a punish. Dizzy definitely could have pressed the button in the sky to get a combo. Instead, he let it drop, and GuiExceptional takes the round.
This guy knows what he's doing. The punish with 1-1 spear, perfectly getting the kill and into the corner. Oh, yeah, that's knowledge.
Look at that space right there. I mean, it's, yeah, extremely strong. He's not taking any risks. It's a very safety-first Scorpion style right here. Again, the perfect jump! He harassed there with down 4 a couple of times. This time he jumps over it. Reset!
Woo! We only saw one big risk, really, against KCD, which was when his health was dwindling. Finally did one raw teleport. That was a raw trade on the end of that string.
Ooh, did press the button there.
On the 2-1-2. Getting some low profiles on these jumping attempts by Dizzy, too. And here's where Mama Blade can't take over. No confirmation into Dizzy.
Yeah,
the raw back one hit and everything.
Surprising. Usually you see Dizzy take advantage of every single moment. He's not doing that right now. Still not playing badly. He's got the life lead, and he does take the round. Okay.
So we did see Guy lose control a little bit, you know, when he had us back to the wall. You know, when he didn't have that breathing room, that space to play with, it looked like he wasn't quite ready to deal with what we're dealing with right now. In your face, constant mix-ups. Constant staggers, constant small micro guesses.
What a read! He backed off. He knew exactly where to stand, where to punish. Big damage coming out, 363. Here's Dizzy.
And a wonderful knockdown.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
How about
Down
say
3.
Listen. These are, so Sonya blades don't hit confirmed down 3s. I think that's just a fact. That's just what it is. But how different was that when Dizzy got into the corner? 2 straight rounds of you're not getting out, you're dead. And we're gonna find ourselves there again. Nope. Mid-screen. Kind of shocking.
Again. 2 times now staying outside. Oh, the punish doesn't really come. Another chance, and neither one taken. GuiExceptional. Last time we saw him on stage, he was playing amazingly. This time he has let a couple things go.
Oh, and the offense again is Dizzy. And like I said, the one risk that we saw in his last match was when he had that massive health deficit. Why not? In that situation, right, where you're only a hit away, go for the comeback factor. If not, just shake it off and reset the match, in a sense here, at full health.
Oh, grab the spear, okay. See how much you can get. And she's out of there. Lovely delay timing. Very effective for getting through what he wanted to do.
Ooh, relentless pressure out of Dizzy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like all of his pressure's working out.
Maybe trying some of these more savage ways of getting up, you know, the wake up buttons, wake up jumps. And if you stay on your opponent, those, you can take them away. Just stay aggressive. Make sure you have active mids, little things like that. And Dizzy's done a great job of doing just that.
No break.
But
it's not enough. It's not enough. Hold on.
Heavy damaging enders. Is this Searing Rage? I was about to say he can go into that spear for the chip out. That's been
yes, exactly.
Final round.
And Dizzy was still pressing a lot of buttons. I mean, Dizzy has been very active when he's been close, whether he's defense or offense. He's always trying to take a turn.
I think that's the Sonya Blade way. If you remember even going back to the first pro competition of ever event, how much did you see someone like Scar, you know, all these other top Sonya Blade players? They'll just throw out down threes until they hit, and then it's their turn. They actually, like, sometimes will just mindlessly do it until it is their turn because they know that no matter what the health deficit is, that single moment could change everything. Where they get a turn to mix up.
Yeah, and to be fair, look, a lot of people are stealing turns left and right in this video game. That's really what the whole pressure and defense is about. It's about taking your turn or stealing a turn. I do
That's
it.
right.
We all try to do it.
Listen, I think inherently nobody wants to effing block, and you know that's just,
dude, you're so right.
You want it to be your turn always, and we are down to the wire here, by the way. A lot of buttons being pressed here, just outside of sweep distance.
You could,
not an immediate mix-up off of back one, but both options into Onion Ring canceled. Mid-screen can't connect in the Fatal Blow, so there's that one extra move that gives you the hit confirm ability rather than the YOLO ability of that back one mix-up. Yep. All right, Ducky. I don't think anyone got that reference. Jeez.
Oh, where everybody else is too young for that.
I don't think anyone got that one. Is he up 2-0 here?
Talking about the stream before time right now.
Ooh. Dinosaur.
Oh no, we're punished. Could have goes in with the low. Very nicely done and mixing up, man. Dizzy is just playing so well. Again, tried it, and you know what? Again, and I think Dizzy's got the same scope. Those teleports have all come when GuiExceptional is below 30% health marker. All of them have come like that.
And once again, Dizzy not throwing a mix-up here on Wake Up, which is I'm gonna say a good thing because he's caught Guy maybe waking up low buttons, maybe waking up jumps. He's caught him with the active mids that he's O-keying with, rather than the back one mix-up, which can get low profiled by these buttons.
Ooh. Is that Earthshaker? What's going on there? No buttons. Look at these. I mean, I'm talking about from Dizzy. Meanwhile, on GuiExceptional side, buttons just a mile a minute. Punish! Yes. Finally, the full commitment. People told me that those option stacks were going to be game-breaking. You know, Aquaman. Did you hear about those?
I did, and
I heard that Sonya was going to get a safe 50-50 because of them, but we'll see.
I mean, listen.
I mean, in all honesty, they're not that hard.
Okay, listen, blow me up if you want. Yeah. I find that our overall player base wants to think as little as possible.
Well, then you should do the option selects. By the way, I was gonna say, I feel like they're very strong and they're actually not that difficult. You should do them.
You're right, but it requires thought. To learn.
Try to. Yeah, I mean, again, with low life, that's the name of the game, it seems. But now he's got a chance for pressure. Threatened to hop, and instead it was wake up button from Dizzy. What else would it be? He's been so buttonsy and so successful.
There it is. Put out the down three, see it hit, back one 50-50. That's exactly what the final kill came down to. Getting the hit, and him guessing wrong off the back one, and 3-0 DizzyTT.
Round one.
Yep, this is going to be another battle of two Brazilian players. You got Mr. Bruno, and you got Konqueror now.
Who, maybe
and I don't care what the game is. It's going to be a strong Brazilian crowd, Aquaman. I mean, any fighting game, any video game, any sport, it doesn't matter. That country has crowds that show up.
They're naturally passionate. Like, they just have a passion for things that I think other teams can learn from. And this is going to be, even though our third Sonya Blade of this top 8, no holds barred. We got ourselves a specialist here. And I had to add that last matchup was the only 3-0 so far in this top 8. Every first rounder went 3-1 on winners and losers.
Interesting.
Which is pretty rare.
Oh, no! Didn't commit. Overhead only. And I wonder, too, I mean, if anybody in the chat knows, please help me out. I don't know where in Brazil these players are from and how often they get a chance to play against each other, but I'd love to have a little bit more info on that if anybody knows.
was feet, ass, and nuts.
I don't even know
Thanks,
what
Rhonda.
Sonya just said.
Thanks, Rhonda.
I don't even know what you just said.
I'm not sure either. Alright, 6
Hey,
right now.
Ooh, stagger on the 1-2. That's a quick one, too. Short hops again, all over the place. They love doing
Right?
it.
Yeah.
Especially Sonya, because they're up 3. That's gonna go over it. I think they're doing that as some anti-Sonya plays.
Well, that was probably supposed to have been flawless block option select right there, which you can do. Trying to just control the stage. Ooh, outside of the range right there. I really like the spot that Bruno's trying to hold on to. No, that's what I'm talking about, man. Flawless blocking the jump kick. No confirm, but still damage. Gets the knockdown here.
Ooh.
Okay, came in with a huge one, and of course the break comes instantly.
I am so surprised that he let him break away right there. Could have easily. Oh my goodness!
The string was just dropped. I
Tucker
mean, no
could
other way to put
easily-
it. Just missed the string. That's really it.
Could have easily done a neutral punch. Kept him grounded there. 50-50 or throw. That became a 33-33-33 situation for the round rather than breakaway and options to do exactly what he just did, because if that fatal blow would have won, heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak. This added jump normal has been pretty effective.
Yeah, I know, right? It really has.
This little jump multi-kick, coming with a low crush from downtown, too.
Not quite there.
That thing sucks in other normals. That is one of the worst feelings against Sonya Blade, is seeing you just get enveloped by this character.
Yo, jumping and then into forward two like that, there were any number of frames where Bruno could have pressed the button. He just didn't think he should have. What a read by
Here's
Konqueror.
Konqueror, too. Down 3, and down 1.
Yo,
And
he
that
even
is-
just regular safe jump? I mean, empty safe jump right there. Konqueror and stuff that you would only do if you played against the other person a lot.
Yeah. They were trying to,
That means it's a big
There was a lot
1-0
of,
for
like-
Konqueror.
with Konqueror, a lot of like down 3s or down 1s that were blocked, where he did it again. You know, maybe a lot of familiarity with Bruno trying to reversal the stand 1. You know, just little micro things like that you wouldn't believe come in handy against people that you play a lot, but it really does. When you pick up on a tendency, you can really exploit it like that. Another short hop, David. I know you're excited.
Another short hop. Another short hop. Yeah. And both of these characters have really good down 3 or down 1s. I mean, they go to their low pokes a lot, so I like that. I think that makes sense. By the way, news from Mindful. Both Konqueror and Bruno are from Sao Paulo, but they don't get to compete against each other too often because they don't have a well-established FGC. Well, I mean,
Oh, wow.
you know, I don't know about the organizational aspect of it down there, but I can tell you the talent is clearly there.
These are hometown heroes. They're active. The event that we are in right now, Sao Paulo, Brazil, baby. It's Bruno fighting back in this matchup as Konqueror does have the 1-0 lead. No fear. Dash up, mix up. No breakaway.
Oh, no drop!
Another cross block and a jumping as well.
Directly into that.
But it probably had an input too, right? David just didn't have the defensive bar.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, you just can't trade like that.
You lack patience.
At the same time, you can't give up on the zoning aspect entirely when you're at range. It's always a fine little line that you're trying to walk against at a winner sub. You know that he could do the, amplified ice ball. You know he could do regular one even and get a trade. But you can't give up on that. You can't give up on that, or else you let him in, you let him walk all over you.
Ooh. I like the movement out of Konqueror until he moves right into the overhead of Sonya Blade. Good call to the stagger to stand 1. And beautiful pickup!
Oh, not quite there.
That's what we saw in his last match from Konqueror. Nice little pickups into the ice balls. Not losing out any damage that his opponent gives him.
Look at this back and forth. And I love Bruno just jumped out. He did not want to see what was coming there. He just, get me out of here.
That was a walk back and a dash up mix up, baby. Woo! That barely whiffed. That axe was behind Sonya her entire travel time up.
Yeah. Yes. Oh no! Well. The defense, the blocking, both sides now.
Getting into fatal blow territory.
There it is. No! Oh, you blocked just in time. I thought I was gonna hit it for sure. Look how tentative.
Oh!
Punish, not quite. Punish, not quite. Oh my God, both sides.
What about the fatal blow?
Wait, there are all these chances. The time. Where did it go?
Bet it all. Wanted to end it now. Didn't even want to wait those 10 seconds.
At some point, you gotta make it happen, but you know. Okay, first overhead in a while. Up 3, interesting. Oh, that makes sense. I guess if she had pressed buttons afterward, yeah, for sure.
Here we go, coast to coast, corner to corner, out of the corner. Interesting choice there by Bruno. That's where a lot of his success has been. Oh no!
Getting out on the mattress.
Thought he was gonna continue to whiff. Instead, took the roundhouse with the jaw.
No! Oh my God. The timing, I keep getting so concerned that that's gonna work. Oh, tried to! Just a few more frames earlier, and that would have worked. The armor would have activated, but it wasn't there in time. That's, I think, a 26 frame startup move. It's not actually that fast, but still, in a very tense moment like this, you can really allow for a little bit of delay, I would think.
We're splitting a little bit. Bruno, that almost cost him again to put himself match point down. We'll take the round. That's still comboed. A lot of hits done on that jump kick that he did. Interesting offensive approach there by Konqueror. He did 3 lows and then just the mid in the down 1.
End of the line.
Feigned a little bit of pressure. Oh, comes in.
I love this movement by Konqueror. Just the ins and outs, the little micro decisions that he makes. Ooh! I say that right as he makes the decision to eat an onion ring to the mouth and send us to a game 4.
3-1 yet again.
That goes to show you guys the level of competition here. Such an interesting normal.
And by the way, a few people have said. I just want to say a few people in the chat have said that these guys play online a lot. That makes sense too.
Mix up here, keeps it simple. There's Bruno. Ooh! Throwing out some forbidden strings. I don't even know what that was. Oh, you can see Konqueror on the offense though. Up for blood, doesn't get the pickup. And I noticed that the past 2 times that he's gotten those anti-air normals, hasn't had the pickup like he had previously. Jimmy whiff punish, gets it this time. Did the amplify kind of? Oh no! As a whiff confirmed, just in case.
Not dead yet. Rolls out into the low, and it is enough, and just barely, but it is enough.
Round 2, fight.
Yo, he flawless blocked. Are you serious? That's actually sick because the start timing into button is almost always the same timing. So okay, I'm gonna start doing that. That makes total sense to me. Genius.
And now that was literal micro movement coming out of Konqueror there.
Oh no! The trades are always in his favor.
No breakaway out of Bruno either. Just gonna take the damage in the corner carry. Fight his way out with the rings. Another one. Woo! That has a deceptive hitbox. I got hit right there. I thought it was whipping.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
let go of blocking. Oof!
Okay.
That was hard to deal with. Just like that, Bruno, a hit away from sending us to our first game 5 of the top 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Commitment! What a tech.
Wait.
Now here comes Konqueror.
Wait a minute.
And he does cash
Wait a
out
minute,
on the
chat.
Wow, that's a lot.
50-50 fatal blow. Is it coming? No, another onion ring. Our first game 5 of the top 8.
Fight.
Liking what I'm seeing too. Still has all the tools. All the tools, the base tools are still there. And something that even I myself, you know, as a caster, like sit back and try to make decisions on our own, you know. And like I would have gotten hit, and I'm like, okay, now I understand why I got hit, because I would have done this. First game 5, ladies and gentlemen. The hype brought to us by the 2 Brazilians, Bruno and Konqueror, from the city themselves.
Commitment!
Woof.
Oh, did you wake up with back one to get out of that jump? I'd love to think so. I want to believe that that was on purpose.
100%.
Oh yeah, you can really get the sense Mr. Bruno needs to make something happen. Oh, Konqueror's trying to block, trying to play this defense. There's an angry Sonya in his face, trying them all.
There is beautiful dash underneath the onion
claws
ring,
are out.
down 4. Could have again needs to be careful of the dash up mix up. And just spacing perfect with his down 4 says, "You're not approaching me, little lady. Stay over there. Stay over there."
I like the idea with the little, I think it's 4-3 to get over. I like the idea of that, just wasn't the right timing. Okay, nice.
Woo!
And up punish. That's part of why you see those hops so rarely. They're all negative.
Very negative, and he may have intentionally done that to try to blow up a poke, because how often has this meta kind of developed? How often do people press pokes after blocking and jumping because of their negativity, especially when blocked that high?
Yep.
The dash up aggression out of Konqueror here. He's smelling blood in the water. It's the shark from Brazil.
Whoa! Wow. All right, that one interrupted. Mr. Bruno's not under pressure. Gotta be worried about that reaction control right here. Yes, it comes. Oh no!
Stand for fatal.
Been able to hear me warn him from across the sea.
Absolutely dead. This axe of death on the final swing is 700 damage itself.
It's over. 100%.
Konqueror 3-2 over Bruno. Moving along, Bruno. Congratulations.
And you know these standings are being updated live. Oh, are we into it now? Let's see if this is a match. Oh, looks like this is the real one. Wait,
is this it? They are not. This does not look like a button check. It looks like they are going in.
I think this is the real match right here.
I
think it's the second match for Sonya, and it is again KillerXinok. Oh my God, who busts on through and immediately did a fatal to take the round, by the way, for sure, using Baraka. KillerXinok. This does an absolute grip. About 50%, to be honest. Didn't even need that much.
Honestly, like small work for Baraka at the end of the day. To only hit for 416, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah. Are you saying that you should be able to cancel into gutted and combo after the forward 4 crushing blow? Because I mean, I'm down. If that's what you want, Aquaman, that's what you're asking for.
Yes.
Just a little chuckle. Okay, all right. Both of them still good. Look how far he walked for that stand 1.
One thing I wanted to bring up too coming in this, David, was that KillerXinok had the ultimate Sonya. Oh!
You're dismissed.
He had the ultimate Sonya Blade warm-up.
Had a rib cage and it's gone?
Yep, had it, gone. But he beat DizzyTT, the other, I'd say, top Sonya Blade in the world right now, to get to this match. So he's warmed up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. Tekken Master, feigning it. Now this, I like the stand 1 idea. And you can really see Tekken Master's space control being a huge part of this. When Dizzy plays, it's not as often this kind of far space control. And another thing about Tekken Master style is that he's not afraid to take the risks. I mean, he's always been okay with the fact that a 50-50 means that he's going to lose it 50% of the time. You know, he has accepted that. He takes the round. I remember thinking like, wow, okay, that's risky, but he, of course, was one of the best players in the world, and that's the style.
That's inherently almost any character, you know. If you play a character 100% safe, and I give you a great example as someone who had that mentality. Samish back in the day never took a risk ever. Right. And even though he was incredibly solid and got his damage off of whiff punishes or anti-air, something like that. In games where those were harder to do, on command, like it was with Lena and MKX, he had to make adjustments. He had to get more aggressive. He started taking the risks too, and now we see him going crazy.
Can we talk about the spacing that Tekken Master has had with these anti-air Mike Watson fireballs? These are actually ridiculous, that he's been able to call out exactly when KillerXinok is going to jump and put himself at exactly the right spot on screen where he can anti-air. That's already happened half a dozen times in this match, and it's not easy to do. It's not an accident. It's him putting himself at exactly the right spot.
And a major difference from the match with DizzyTT, where he kept empty jumping in ranges, you know, where the buttons would whiff. Oh, speaking of.
Bends it.
Too far! But yeah, just spaced a little bit better.
Oh, this could be the round. Should be the round.
But all it takes is one.
That's the thing, everybody. I mean, it's not just about zoning. Zoning doesn't do a lot of damage each time. That's just, well, okay, maybe that crushing blow aside on Sonya. But for the most part, that's true. And yet, when a character like Baraka gets in, you can see how quickly KillerXinok can even up or even take a round. Yeah, that crushing blow is pretty good, I would say. Patience! Oh, interrupted! Gotta spend the 2 defensive bars. They're gone, surely, yes.
I don't know, that didn't
Rough right there. Oh, this has gotta be it! No! The huge drop! Oh! Now KillerXinok has the life lead and he's got these great blade sparks. Blocks it!
Looking for the hit confirm his Tekken Master. Chip territory away!
Oh my God,
of everything. This is great Mortal Kombat 11. KillerXinok fighting through the arsenal, pun intended, of Sonya Blade to work his way in, to get those hits. Oof.
Again, that is not an accidental anti-air right there. That is Tekken Master putting himself at the right spot, thinking 2 seconds in advance as to when KillerXinok is going to jump, and then getting it absolutely right. That's part of why I find zoning so interesting. You have to think in the future to make that stuff work. It is not something you just stick out.
And if you think about it, what's crazy is what he has to execute to do that. He has to make that decision to micro hold that ring in a situation. Now, KillerXinok is not out of this. With that breakaway gone, he needs 2 solid hits here.
Oh, chance! Not quite there. And there's Sonya. Now, not a punish, but still, KillerXinok. I'm not actually sure what he did to get hit by a stand 1 in that situation.
You know, at -7, he may have just got caught swinging. Now, how different that would have been if he just gotten a down 2 out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like if you're gonna swing in that situation, it's usually down 2. Yep. But oh well.
Maybe he swung with the 1-1-2, looking for something confirmable. That was unsafe. That overhead, I'm 5% sure.
The 1-2-2? Nah. Nah. I don't think Baraka has a single punishable string, to be honest. Maybe he has one.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. And KillerXinok, no matter how badly he loses a round, he's gotten the next one. Like, he's been in every single match so far. That's why we're at 1-1. Never mind.
The micro duck! That's what I'm talking about.
And that's a rare one to see from Baraka as well.
Yeah, it's true.
To get just a clean punish of the string.
Dude, the micro, I feel like his character wave dashed through it.
He micro ducked that
Look
ring.
at, oh my God, that's so sick right there.
You couldn't even see. I'm done. Is he Neo? Is he the one?
Yo, he phased through it. Oh, the damage is coming. Next one will be for the kill for sure. Oh, huge one.
Oh, the confirmation of the ring.
Yikes.
That is going to be all she wrote. For the kid. Oh, he's alive! I thought for sure!
No! Oh, the jump! The jump! And of course, what else would it be but falling on a ring?
I never thought that I would be so impressed by the way someone pressed down and up as quickly as they did. That's what we saw against the zoning there, Tekken Master.
Got him, finally.
But how quickly does that set up your forward movement? Afterwards, another short hop mix-up trying to come in.
There have been so many back 3 lows, and I'm surprised the Tekken Master on reaction still had the high block. I mean, very strong play.
Likewise. Outside of
As KillerXinok phases through.
Back to another anti-air range. Tried to react a little early there. The down 2 coming out.
Tekken Master is making quick work right here. He's at match point.
Round 2, fight.
They told me that she wasn't high tier anymore. That's what they said. I read that on Twitter.
I know. Woo-hoo-hoo! Boy, does that extended jump is get you trying to anti-air from so far away, or trying to get you.
Yo, that was good right there.
Thinking he's gonna whip.
Fake. Also, by the way, I believe he's doing.
Okay. I'm done. That was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous.
Shinnok. Again, it's almost as if the Brazilians. It's almost as if the Brazilians are playing a different meta, which I love to see.
Yeah. Well, that does happen sometimes. People develop local ideas.
You know,
very commonly in fighting game history, that different scenes, different countries have played differently. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, them as a whole see a mechanic and focus on it.
And finally, and the kick confirmed.
Double match point. Oh, sorry, not match point. Oof, I thought we were 2-all. Oh, I was about to freak out. All right, this is to get KillerXinok to a potential game number 5.
Also a big deal.
It's been so close.
It has. It's been an amazing set. The throw, finally. I feel like that's the first time I've seen that out of Tekken Master in this set.
Gets a massive
First time we've
lead.
seen that for sure, and Tekken Master jumped over it.
Takes a 70% health lead here on what is match point for Tekken Master to make grand finals. And you know, once again, kind of completing the circle as to why he made the trip in the first place. To secure the bag. To secure the points. What interruption, though. This should force the breakaway. And now he can't get hit at all, David.
Yeah, the next hit is for the round. Next hit is for the game. But the hit comes, there's no meter.
Breakaway. Woo!
What?
Trying to get the fatal blow.
What'll it be? Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Oh,
I'm so done. He tried to get him to fatal blow by any means necessary right there. And then I think that he...
It's 2-1, yeah.
I think that also
yes.
says how strong the competition was here. 3 of the matches on the winner's side for top 8 went to a final round.
That's true. Oh, whiffed it. And Dizzy takes decent advantage of it right there, 228. Staying away, yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna say, I feel like he was navigating that right there pretty well. And then all of a sudden he got hit. Unfortunately, the mix-up, that's the name of the game. And punish? Okay, just the same on Disney's side.
Next hit into Ice Ball can kill, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We are on kill
territory. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to swing it. No. Big old back 2 attempts.
What did we talk about earlier right there? You know, throwing out those low pokes, seeing a hit, and swinging. Just swing when you see a poke hit.
I really like Konqueror's position right here. He's at a spot. Well, he was anyway. He overcommits maybe a little bit. Disney now's backing off. What'll he do? Very patient style, whatever it was. Not exactly offense, not exactly defense out of Disney right there, but it was patience. Oh, what
here, below. Excellent confirmation too, and just cashing out with all of the damage. 40% for the bar. Excellent stuff there to Dizzy. He is
Konqueror needs to get every hit right here.
Dizzy has
even this chip is a big problem for him.
Excellent percentage of the blocks on the back. He's at the 4-2s. Perfect timing on the breakaway, and just shimmied by that.
As soon as that ice ball whiffed, that was Dizzy's turn to move, and he sailed it.
Konqueror's had a really similar approach to how he's playing it. than he was against Bruno. You know, against these rings, looking for a lot of dash-up down fours underneath. They have been working out. Hasn't gotten the damage off of the reads like that, though, because of Dizzy's defense. You know, a lot of these back threes simply are not working out. The 4-2s, not working out. He struggled opening up Dizzy. So as offensive as he's been, the defense, I think, is what saved him from the comebacks.
Oh, Dizzy's got the corner again. Oh! Does let it rock. Oh, didn't expect that to hit.
That's a string of sub-zeros.
That's fast breakaway.
Kind of toss-outable, too. Not a lot of people expect, you know, that string to finish. And I believe it's only -6. It's relatively safe. -6, -4, somewhere there.
Ooh, lovely dash up right there with the low Konqueror in there. Yeah, he's gonna spend it.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Get it? Well, it's given to you.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. You know, Konqueror, although he's down a game here, still absolutely one of the best players of the weekend. Extremely strong stuff. You cannot count him out. I don't think anybody would discredit him. There's a chance. Yep, and again, he wins all trades.
Is he trying to find that magical sweet spot to get that to whip just enough to get the quick rise buttons on the punish. But wasn't there. Beautifully baited by Konqueror there with the backdash, having the back three ready on the trip guard. Rewarded for 400 damage and a side switch to the corner. Dizzy trying to side switch right there if you saw the jump kick. Didn't get the first time, but says, F it, I'm going to do it again anyway.
Tried to sweep this guy clean up Sonya's right there, but she just managed to get underneath. Oh my god, it's sickening, dude! There was more.
Final round.
There was more available.
Fight.
Just didn't need it. Threatening.
Right there.
Oh, what a jump. Flawless block, but nothing else.
Got the counter hit me, Zach.
Not a punish, but
yep.
Dizzy's turn to move.
Caught him pressing. Woo!
Yo, that was legit right there. What a hiccup.
Was off of a stand 2 anti-air?
Mm-hmm, it was.
Little palm strike of Sub-Zero. Oh, thought I was gonna whiff.
Low!
Horizontal hot box. Horizontal hurt box being a little tricky. In the air. What's the mix-up here on the ground? Oh my god!
Whoa, are you serious? What a call. You know, Dizzy is just so far ahead when it comes to these mix-ups. Again, I have a lot of respect for Konqueror, and yet Dizzy, it feels like he's been able to guess right so often. And again, jump kick to take it. Expression here, I think. As it's 2-0 Dizzy.
Yep, this is 2-0 Dizzy. And you're right. It's almost like Tekken Master is this veteran hunter, right? He waits for his prey and looks for his moment to strike. Very methodically, and like, you know, his risks are calculated. You know, they're not wild. Had to take a risk on that one.
That overhead right there.
I think Konqueror's gonna have to get pretty risky here. The back three, that looked like it was a hit confirm, although it didn't have to come off the bar. It's gonna come off the damage though.
It's not enough still, and then the jump.
Oh,
is this gonna take it even after Konqueror spent the crushing blow?
How many instant jump normals are gonna save Dizzy? Last round it happened. This round it happened. Instant jump one.
It's just extremely strong quality of reads.
Fight.
Which are a lot quicker than people realize. I don't know the average or frame data here, but going back multiple versions or multiple games that NRS has put out, they've been on the quicker side as far as becoming active. So you can do an instant jump normal, have something active in like 6 frames, and it's so good at meeting anything in the air.
Yeah, Sonya's jump 1 is 8 frames and jump 2 is 7 frames. That's right, I have that frame data memorized.
Woo!
On combatacademy.com.
On the training mode of the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Whoa!
Well, here you go. No, input error or something for Konqueror as well. He manages to take it, and then I love that he ended it with a down 2. Just don't even think about what the potential errors could be. You know, just here's a damaging button. I'm not going to take any risk that my strings will come out. Again, there's this very mid-rangey to approach-heavy style out of Sonya from Dizzy. Quite different than Tekken Master.
Yeah, he has moments. He has moments where he zones, but he likes to use the zoning to get in. It feels like.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not that he's not doing rings.
Ring
it's
dash.
That the intention of those rings is very different.
Yeah, he's followed up a lot more with forward movement rather than back.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. That said, Konqueror, big life lead, trying to get out of the corner. There's no fatal. It's already been spent.
And
Ready there.
Attack there. Ooh.
Now Dizzy
Not there looking for the
needs to make
50-50 off the
something happen
backwood.
here. It can't just be the zone. Trying to make something happen. Lack of resources, though. To be fair, Dizzy's made already a pretty big comeback with individual hits. No big combo, but individual hits have worked.
Oh no, just bullying him with the buttons right now.
Neutral jump and then
re-stolen back. No, that is Dizzy getting a taste of his own medicine right there, Dave. I really like how Dizzy controlled into that match too. He was just in that zone, you know, of everything working out. And for Konqueror, luckily got out, established neutral jump to escape the pressure because it was on from Dizzy.
Well, unfortunately, Konqueror didn't get a follow-up right there. That could have been big for him. He did make a nice read. Whip punish? Yes! The Landsies coming into play. Konqueror's in there. He's got the knockdown. This is exactly where he wants to be right now. Roll! Ooh, a gutsy back grab comes out of Dizzy. Now he's got the corner just like that.
Oh, no defensive bar either.
Uh-oh.
Woo! That was a game-winning combo!
What? Dizzy. All right.
I mean, did he just say... That was the quickest decision to take a risk, too. He was like, I dropped it. 50-50 fatal. Like, he actually did it quicker than I could say it in a sentence.
Right, yeah. So it's match point Dizzy.
No hesitation. And that hesitation can get you killed. And you just saw a complete lack of it. That was beautiful out of Dizzy. Could have got him killed. But you know what? Beautiful. Why? Because it worked.
Very nice school right there. Getting the knockdown. Dizzy gets to go in if he wants. He doesn't want. He just wants to be at that mid-range yet again. Oh, that's so good. What reactions right there. Not just that Sonya can move fast in the sky like that, but also that Dizzy has the reactions to make that happen.
Ooh, sit back down. Mama Blade said that forward four to Dizzy. And that's got him so many times.
Oh, it's every single match that hits. Oh, here we go. Konqueror gets it. He goes directly into Fatal Blow for big damage. Yeah, you said this last act does 1,000 damage? Not enough.
There's a lot. Not enough.
The tech, he was ready? Oh, man, oh, man.
Is this going to cost him everything here?
Here's a huge chance on the whip punish. No, he didn't take it. It's the grab, and Dizzy won't get it. Oh, that moment right there. The whip punish opportunity for Konqueror and
Sonya Blade.
Oh, no, okay.
This is the same matchup. So yeah, KillerXinok could pass Gur, who has been competing throughout the entire... What a conversion!
No, can we talk about that conversion for a second?
Never mind. I don't want to talk about what I was talking about before. That's irrelevant, apparently.
This man did anti-air stand one into sweep. Wow.
And of all of the things Baraka could have converted into, right? Of the billions of things that could have led to billions of damages, he's like, nah, man. Let me get this beautiful knockdown. And why? Dizzy wants to bet that now? Wait a minute.
Yeah, very interesting.
Well, is belief or
I mean, yeah, it worked, but typically you want to save that for a moment when it's going to be very consequential, and it's not yet certain that he'll be close enough to take this round. If he finds the next 2 hits, yeah, maybe so, but there's still a lot on the line here. Yeah, and he doesn't end up doing it. Very unfortunate for him that he won't have Fatal the next at least 1 round or 2 rounds, depending if it goes that far.
Fight.
And I'm really curious to see how the approach of Xinok works on Dizzy. That didn't work on Tekken Master, right? Where he was a little more, you know, zoning and spacing oriented and stayed out of the ranges that KillerXinok is finding himself in here against Dizzy. You notice that there's no back movement out of Dizzy on that full approach by KillerXinok. He put himself in that extended jump 1 distance. And it's Dizzy refusing to move backwards in these situations. I think that Tekken Master has shown him. Oh my goodness!
He just phased through
That's
the
through
ring.
a ring.
I think he yeah,
through the ring.
Talking about Superman 64 up on that stage right now.
Oh!
Oh,
And
just
now
gorgeous conversion.
I would just be shook. He has taken away all of my options, it seems, as KillerXinok. He's probably looking for a flawless block right there
still actually
from what we've seen throughout this top 8. Fell for the counter poke.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you're right. He didn't move backwards very often. He didn't control the screen quite as well. That's just not his MO for the most part. Maybe that walk back right there is him saying,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, you guys are
Wait a
right.
minute.
You guys from 5,000 miles north are right.
Oh, there we go. You see the walk backwards, and then looking for either the interrupt or the anti or the down 1. If this is just a tough spot to be, though.
Oh yeah, nobody
The
wants
help
to
it.
Here it is. Yeah, instantly gone. Absolutely. Yo! Oh, then the block. Okay, I'm impressed.
2 things to take away from this entire tournament, guys. These Brazilians love their flawless blocks on jump-ins and their short hops. This is becoming a Brazil thing to me.
Fight.
Moving forward. Got the corner yet again. Oh, Dizzy tried! No, the drop! Very rarely seen. For a player who did stand 1 sweep in the game before. Okay, now here's ready.
Oh, had the false block, but no defensive.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he tried for the big damage stuff. Not quite
Stand
there.
4, 1, 1, 2.
With the link after that stand 4.
That's okay. He's gonna get it here anyway. Keeps the corner. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Final round. Fight.
Shout out to KillerXinok moving in with Baraka. Okay, controlling the stage a little bit. He does have very fast projectiles. This is one of the few matchups where his is slower.
And that's what's always been. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I mean, jeez. Well, does he go in or not here? Yeah. Oh, very slightly. It does though. Taking maybe a bit more risk. Now Dizzy has the corner.
And that's a lot of what he ran into against Tekken Master in the Winners Finals. That was a raw jump after the poke. That is a ballsy call out to do anything after getting hit by a Sonya Blade down 3. That jails into a back 1.
Oh, down 2.
That's going to be an anti this time around. Dizzy tired of holding these jump kicks as well. And gets him possibly going to jump out.
Round 1.
So 1-1.
Fight.
KillerXinok is starting off trying to move forward. Yet again. Dizzy backing off. Okay, I really like that we've seen more of this from Dizzy. I think that's much more effective.
And that's universally how I approach Baraka. Like, no matter the character. Is that back off, his natural instinct is to go forward. And you can catch him slipping.
Oh, very nice pickup. Yeah, Baraka doesn't always need to do that. He's got these very far, fast buttons in this range right here, exactly like that. He has a fast projectile. It's just that in this matchup, okay, and he goes into it. Yes, I like this a lot. Cash it out. In this matchup in particular, he's up against a character with better projectiles than he has, and that kind of forces him to move a little bit more than he might in some other matchups. Oh, huge! Actually, the round.
No, he dropped it!
Are you serious?
He went from a miraculous comeback, miraculous, to just mistiming the 1-1-2. Didn't even believe the heart of the cards, and going for like the optimal, the one he's probably dialed in to do actually, and dropped it early. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, very unfortunate for him. Okay, well, Dizzy's fighting well from the corner. Absolutely out of there. Cancel. Oh well, there was no flawless bump up to blow up there. Yes, instantly as well. I feel like that down 2 was pressed as soon as Baraka left the floor. Yeah, and you can really see now. Dizzy is backing off a lot more into a spot where he can more safely throw fireballs, where he can anti-air better. Oh yeah.
KillerXinok. And he turned around and got 2 flawless blocks on jump-ins back-to-back, by the way. For that not to rattle him, it's very impressive. It speaks volumes of the mental strength of KillerXinok, not to let that bother him. There we go, Dizzy. Dizzy showing us the flawless blocks in the zone. Ooh. And we saw those mid-meaties rather than the highs, effective in Dizzy's first match of the night. That was also against KillerXinok earlier on. No, it was against GuiExceptional. I take it back. It was a second match where meeting with mids was super effective against these disrespectful options that you have on Wake Up, right? Wake Up down 1, Wake Up buttons, Wake Up jump. It covers all of those very well.
Well,
where's the back one?
This is the last chance for it to not be a non-Brazilian Grand Finals. This is absolutely the last chance right here. KillerXinok has to win this round. He's got to win the next couple. Dizzy is threatening to make this UK versus Bahrain. As many strong players as there are in Brazil.
Oh, trying to swing is KillerXinok, feeling the pressure. The short up underneath the buttons, but still has the recovery of the crossover attempt. And it's Dizzy on the offensive here. He's feeling it with the interrupt. There's breakaway.
Dizzy's out of there. Yes.
Next hit can do it for KillerXinok, though.
Jumps closer, and that was a closer range than he had jumped from before. A little bit safer.
Can we extend this at least another round here?
Punish! Not quite.
Dizzy looking for the 50-50. Confirmation of the fatal blow. The grab is going to send us to a final round of this game. Wow. Woo.
With an escape failed, and that means that in this round right here, at any time, Baraka could bust out with 310 damage.
There it is. Give me that arm. Woo! KillerXinok wants a final game. Wants to make this grand final. To do it for Brazil. In his way, though, is Dizzy, who's coming in on the counter offense right now. Gets the whip punch on the forward board.
Yeah, I don't think that was on purpose, but just it happened to work out in Dizzy's side. He pressed the button at the right time. Oh, he feels it. It's time for pressure. Whoa, okay, empty jump into nothing at all. And Dizzy, just like that, is back off, controlling the stage. Uh-oh, it's running out. It's not enough.
430 didn't come up the
balls
bar
on
there.
deck.
No way!
That made me no! He didn't do it!
Are you kidding?
Make it happen! Oh my god! Is he still alive?
And
no!
profile! I'm done. That may have been one of the greatest 20 seconds of Mortal Kombat 11 I've ever seen.
All of Brazil in tears after getting the hope and then having it ripped away just like that by Dizzy.
Dizzy is
Tekken Master is in third currently.
And
overall points in the whole year.
Yeah, with that win on the winners final side, got the jump over Foxy Grandpa in points, and Dizzy right behind him.
That's right.
How crazy is it that 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th in pro competition points international?
Yeah, I don't think that's a surprise at all.
I don't think it's a surprise either that we're seeing a Sonya Blade Mirror and we're seeing Onion Rings trade. By the way, Grand Finals.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Aquaman, I read on Twitter that she was not top tier or high tier. Can you confirm?
Yep. I mean, I honestly thought this was going to be a Kotal Khan Grand Finals with the upplay.
Yeah, I know.
No, these are two guys, and or sorry, two players, I should say, that have not given up on this character throughout all of the changes.
Fight.
And I really don't think that they should. She just has a lot going for her. You can see the space control, the movement, the damage, the mix-ups. Just really has a lot of stuff going for her.
There is no nerf to this character that doesn't change the fact that that Onion Ring is one of the biggest neutral controllers that exist in this game.
Yeah, I mean, and not just that. The satellite drop is huge. As I said, way over commitment. And that's something I think you don't see quite as often from Dizzy, so maybe he's trying to change
to win. You have to respect that.
Fight.
Oh, of course. There's money and points and all that stuff on the line. And it would be silly to fly from where he lives to where this is, a super long distance, and not do the best you can to win. It'd be just a bad idea.
And if you guys thought Fortnite got deleted, you guys are watching it here.
Okay, goes in with the low. And Dizzy getting the grab. What's he gonna do here? He's most often tried to go in. Not too much.
Ooh.
Oh! Yeah, the ribcage is full. What? I can't believe it! What happened there?
Oh.
Why did that happen? Aquaman, can you explain?
No discipline.
Never
I don't
happened.
know either.
Round number 2, all the way for
Okay,
game number
alright,
2
we'll
of
move
Grand
on.
Finals. Let's just
absolutely
move
just
along here.
continue on
Move
through.
along. Nothing to see here. Tekken Master getting another round on the board.
Yeah, and the tech though. Both with very similar ideas. Both went with the down 3 afterwards. The low, and that does work here. So although there's been a lot of back and forth, it feels, nevertheless, Tekken Master threatening to win 4 straight rounds.
Honestly, Tekken Master's control, and he's playing, you know, they're playing really similar games. Tekken Master has been better at the recognition of pokes and what to do afterwards. He has done a lot of reversal back 1 mix-ups. On Dizzy, he's cashing out here for some massive damage. That Dizzy has just been kind of playing poke, counter poke, whereas Tekken Master's been playing recognition of a poke, counter swing.
516, okay.
Woo!
And then just into the stand 1 after that. How about that? What a button choice from Tekken Master.
Close, he's making the better decisions. He's, I think, recognizing things a little bit cleaner on block, on hit, getting those micro decisions. And he's been the more, you know, zone space heavy, but has been fighting Dizzy up in his face this entire time. So playing both sides of the field up.
Yeah, you can really get a sense of how each individual player wants to play. On the left, Tekken Master throwing a lot of fireballs. Only when it gets into this range does he start taking a risk. Just like that. That's just a very Tekken Master thing to have happen right there. For him to take the risk of neutral ducking in that spot and getting the punish on it, because his read was right.
There we go, Dizzy putting himself in fatal blow territory.
Roll, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's true at least. So Dizzy, if he finds the next hit, can take the overhead. And then grab, but there was something out of Dizzy, whatever it was, didn't cut it. It's now tournament point Tekken Master.
And what did that come off of? What we've talked about from Tekken Master this entire tournament so far, him going backwards, right? Zoning, spacing incredibly well, and then making that choice, that opportune moment to just dash up mix. And it's exactly what just won him that round. Was he walked back for a good 5 seconds straight, and then flipped the light switch.
That was so good! That's exactly a problem that other people have had. Jumping over onion rings and getting anti-aired by the meter burn on it. And Tekken Master up in the sky, he had the recognition that he could do the amplify right there. He has the counter to that thing that he's been using so well.
Yeah, that's a problem for everyone else against him, and he's 1 hit away right now, David, from taking it, and he's gonna get punished in 3. Tekken Master 3-0 takes Brazil Game Show on the pro competition.
Man. By Tekken Master, who there you see on the stage. Yo, yes, I'm sure that crowd is loud. I know that they wanted somebody from Brazil to do the job. Didn't happen. And yet, nevertheless, they saw a lot of really great Mortal Kombat right there.